The Didache, meaning teaching or doctrine, in Greek, is a significant early Christian text, widely read by the early Christian communities. As its original title, The Lord's Teaching Through the 12 Apostles to the Gentiles, suggests, it's believed to contain the teachings of the 12 apostles. This document is thought to have been written during the Apostolic Fathers period, after the death of John the Apostle, and before Emperor Constantine legalized Christianity AD 100 to 313. Scholars generally date its composition to the late 1st or early 2nd century, though some theories place it as early as AD 40. Notably, it was influenced by instructional texts popular among Jews and Jewish Christians in the 1st century, and includes content similar to the Gospel of Matthew. The author remains unknown, and it is presumed to have been compiled in the Syrian Church region. The Didache consists of 16 chapters, broadly divided into 3 main sections. Firstly, chapters 1 to 5 present ethical teachings, known as the two ways, through a dualistic ethical view of the way of life and the way of death. The way of life emphasizes the dual commandment of love and the golden rule, teaching forgiveness and non-retaliation towards enemies. Conversely, the way of death prohibits acts contrary to Jewish ethics, such as murder, adultery, homosexuality, fornication, theft, magic, and abortion. Similar content also appears in the Epistle of Barnabas. Secondly, chapters 6 to 15 deal with church liturgy and regulations. This section includes specific instructions related to church worship, such as baptism, fasting, and the Eucharist. For instance, it mandates baptism, in the name of the Father and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, in running water, offering various alternatives if running water isn't available, which provides insight into the diverse baptismal practices of the time. It recommends fasting on Wednesdays and Fridays and praying the Lord's Prayer 3 times a day. Detailed prayers and instructions for the Eucharist are also included. Furthermore, it contains teachings on how to treat church leaders, bishops, deacons, teachers, prophets, apostles, and their ethics, specifically providing criteria for discerning false prophets based on their lifestyle and attitude towards money. It also offers practical teachings on the duties and conduct of Christians. Thirdly, the final chapter 16 addresses the Lord's return, presenting a faith that awaits Christ's second coming in an eschatological perspective. The Didache is considered the oldest surviving Christian church order document, offering a vivid glimpse into the early Christian community. It's a crucial text for understanding early church ethics, liturgy, and regulations, serving as a prototype for all later liturgical and ethical codes in both Eastern and Western churches. It's regarded as the first example of the church orders genre. The text also frequently quotes or alludes to the Old Testament and the Gospels, with many similarities to the Gospel of Matthew, suggesting a possible common origin. While some early church fathers tried to include it in the canon, it was ultimately excluded from the New Testament. Nevertheless, church fathers like Athanasius recommended using the Didache for catechumen instruction. The Didache became widely known again after an 11th century Greek manuscript was discovered in Constantinople in 1873. Becoming an invaluable resource for understanding the practical life and faith of the early church.